Hello? Okay, I think Valor died.
No, I'm still here.
I didn't hear what you said.
I said that's what I held contention with.
So you held contention with something that was not my premise?
And that's what I agreed to debate you on. That's what I thought your
Well, I
premise was.
established my
We can
premise.
still carry on this debate with this.
Okay,
I don't
so
mind
my
doing that.
premise that I established is I don't know why Jiren would be stronger than all the gods of destruction. I don't know
Yeah.
the justification for it, basically.
Okay, and that's what I held contention with. I
Skepticism
believed he was
argument.
stronger than all of them.
Okay, when
And
I
I've given you
told you
multiple
when you
examples
tried
of
to
him.
reiterate my premise, you said like that I was making a declarative statement, which I wasn't. That's
Okay,
why I
so you
said
don't know
there's
why
actually
he'd be
not.
stronger than all of the gods, right?
Yeah, I established. I don't know a valid justification for it. That's why I established.
Okay, so back to the statement then. There's more. He's strong. So he's stronger than Belmont, who's stronger than Beerus. And we hold contention of this one scan right now. We hold contention of this one scan. And you think it's referring to a singular instead of a plural. I've given you an example of like it being backed up and referring to a plural. Because if he's already stronger than multiple gods of destruction, if he's already stronger than multiple, right?
He's not
then
already
there's more.
than
Then Occam's razor would just fall on it being a multiple.
Valor.
Even if we couldn't agree on it.
I'm arguing that the statement means a singular thing because I don't know, or I'm saying like it should because there's no like valid justification that I know of.
And I've given you one. We can't agree on it.
You're not giving me one.
No, I have given you one.
You shouldn't say that. No, you haven't. Are you saying is that the statement at least means Belmod and then Beerus for another reason?
No, what was my original? What was my argument for it being a plural? If you can recite that.
What is it? It was either that did I Zenshu something or did I
No, that wasn't it at all.
Okay, what was it then?
My argument. What was the scan? I posted it above because I need to relook at it.
Just perfect face reveal. Well, my face reveal was
yeah, it was referring to the title, and it's back.
Okay, I already refuted that.
You haven't refuted that. You just gave a contention. And I didn't agree with your refutation. I in fact countered it.
I gave an example, and then I told you why this example means that it's unjustified for you to hold it, or it's unjustified.
No, you gave the king example, right? And in that I argued context. In your context,
then I asked
right?
you for a distinction, and you never gave it.
No, in your context, right? That would be a singular, but in the context of this scan, it's referring to a plural.
What was the justification for that?
Because it's referring to the title of the god of destruction.
Okay. If I say a king, I'm referring to the title. That does not mean I'm saying a king in general. It's not mean I'm saying all kings. The hell?
When you're referring to a king, right? It also depends on tone. So let me like.
No, so it depends on tone. What is the tone here, Valor? You know you have to hear someone to like hear the tone, right?
You took contest with tone as well, but it's in Japan, and I can't.
What is the tone? Yeah, okay. So I don't know why you brought that up.
I don't see why you would hold this point.
Why would I hold this? What point?
Because I've given a supportive reason as to why. No, I've given you a supportive reason as to why it would be referring to plural, and you just keep reasserting that no, it's referring to a singular.
That it doesn't work.
I think you're in fact. I think your analogy. I think the context is really important here, and you're not refuting the context. You just keep bringing up the king analogy, the king example, which has a different context. In fact, it has no context. From your example, right? Perfect. From your example, right? From your example, right? We can only infer a singular. Here we can infer multiple different.
Valor, answer the question.
I'm not obligated to.
In the context.
In your example, right, you've only presented it in a singular context. A king. The only
let me extend the sentence because like there's like such a problem. I or this man is stronger than a king.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that still means or still imply more so that that's referring to a singular king.
Why?
Now, oh my god. Okay. If I say this man is stronger than a king, right? That is not. Yeah. I'm not saying.
So if he's stronger than a king, right? You can pick any king, and he'd be stronger than him.
No. Well,
why not?
Sure. Well, actually, sure. But like that's not the case for Dragon Ball, because we know it's referring to one. And like,
why is it referring to one?
Hold on. Even if
you just agreed with me.
Wait. Wait.
If you can pick any of
I'm
these
going to
gods of
elaborate.
destruction,
I'm
then
going
he's
to
stronger than
elaborate,
all
you
of them.
fucking idiot. Shut up. God. Even if I say that I can pick any king and then that'd be valid, I'm still only referring to one king.
If you get a lineup right, and you say he's stronger than a king, and you pick any of those kings.
Yeah, okay.
And he's stronger than them.
Even if I have the ability to pick any of those kings, that's still one king.
It's just a direct inference that like he's stronger than all of them. Then
no, it's not. Oh my God, Valor. No, it isn't.
If you literally perfect right, if you can pick any of those kings from a lineup of like I think there's 10 gods of destruction.
If I have 10 gods of destruction lined up, and I say, well, he's stronger than a god of destruction,
and you picked the first one,
one
and
god
you said,
of destruction.
hang on, let me give you this analogy, right?
And I pick one guy of destruction. I'm still only referring to one person.
Hang on. Let me give you. If you pick the first one, right? You said he's stronger than him. Then a god of destruction, you pick him, and you're stronger than him. Yeah, and then you decide to pick the next one. You're also stronger than him.
But that's not what that means, though.
Why doesn't?
If I say if he's stronger than a king, that does not mean I'm going to go around and pick every fucking king. Like what?
Why not? They're all a king.
Oh my God!
For the sentence to be valid, he'd have to be stronger than.
Valor.
We already know that he's stronger than multiple.
They are all one king, but that does not mean that me saying a king. That does not mean I'm going to refer to every single king. They are all classified as a king, right? But just because I say I'm stronger than
and you're stronger than a king,
that does not mean I'm stronger than every single king.
Why not?
Oh my God! So hold on.
Why not?
I just said hold on. Wait.
Oh, someone at me.
Okay. A, right? A
Hang
is
on,
when
give
you
me a
refer
second.
to someone.
1 second.
Make out. So I'm holding the position that well, basically my premise was that I don't know any valid or like sufficient justification as to why Jiren would be above all the gods of destruction. And then like I'm saying, and then he's trying to justify it. And I'm saying like all his justifications just don't work. Bro, that James Charles pick is so ugly. Yeah, Maddie. I don't know why make out like added me in tournament debates for that shit was very weird.
I don't know why you're so large. I mean, that is also very weird.
I mean, I don't know why you're so small, bro. You fit in my shoe. That's kind of crazy.
Very weird. I don't know why you want me to fit in your shoe. Very weird. Very weird.
Because I stomp on you all day.
I mean, that's very idiosyncratic that you want to put your feet on me. Like, I'm not into that kind of stuff.
I mean, yes, you are. The hell?
Like, I like females' feet, yes, but not like niggas' feet.
That's no. I've seen you talk about male feet.
No.
Yeah, no. I've seen you talk about male feet.
Okay.
I'm back.
Okay, Valor, what did you hear?
I didn't hear anything.
Basically, I said A is a reference to like someone, right? And then if I'm just referring to someone, then I'm referring to like just a singular thing, right? So if I say a king, that's referring to like someone.
Even if I agreed with you, right? There's still other sources that confirm that he's greater than multiple or all of the gods.
Are you talking about the Daizenshu?
There's multiple sources, so it's consistent. He can be stronger than a king, right? That doesn't limit him to being stronger than only one.
What other sources are you talking about? The Daizenshu?
The ones I posted. There's two.
Where? Wait,
I posted them in
look at scans and calcs. There is a god of destruction. That god of destruction.
No, the one above him. The one above that, and this one.
There. Wait. What?
Wait,
you know that supports my point, right?
Why?
You know where it says so it's saying there is a universe where lives a mortal, even a god of destruction can't defeat. And then Whis goes to say
even the god of destruction
happens to be stronger than Beerus.
Yeah. Well, my point here is no. My point here is that even if I accepted what you said, there's still other sources that promote the idea that he's stronger than all of them.
So those other sources are the Daizenshu, right?
And then there's one that's actually I don't know where the second one is from. I just have it in a scan server. The first one I think is
Well,
from
you
the
only
Daizenshu.
well you
I'm
only
not sure.
show me those other sources being the Daizenshu, like. So I'm just gonna use the Daizenshu, right? So my argument for the Daizenshu is that the anime, or like at least a sub, right? The sub anime would hold more credibility than like the Daizenshu. So if
That doesn't matter. That's irrelevant.
well, no, yeah, it does, because
there's no
if
narrative
the sub
contradiction to
anime,
the Daizenshu.
hold on, wait, there is a contradiction.
Why?
Okay,
Where?
because by virtue of my argument, it's saying that the statement, like,
Oh,
it's saying
no,
Jiren is
I
only
know
stronger
exactly what you're
than
arguing. You're
one.
arguing, right, that because he's only
Yeah.
stronger than a god of destruction, he can't be stronger than all of them, which is an
Not
argument from
necessarily.
ignorance.
Not necessarily. What I'm arguing is that if he's stronger, if like it only says he's stronger than a god of destruction, but then like, okay, basically I'm saying that this has no like confirmation to it. It's just a base statement. While this statement that says he's
He can
only
be
stronger than
stronger, right?
one, hold on,
He
let
can
me
be
finish.
stronger than a
But this
god of
statement that says
destruction.
he's only stronger than one, it is like actually
Where
confirmed.
does it say one?
Valor.
It just says he's stronger than a god of destruction.
Valor. What has my argument been this entire time?
That it's singular. It being singular doesn't contradict one.
Thank you.
It being singular doesn't contradict the other sources that state he can be above all of them.
Oh my
You claiming that would just be an argument from
bro.
ignorance.
Bro. What I'm saying is that this statement is just a base assertion. Like, we have no actual reason to believe that it's that's just true. Like, at the moment, while on the other hand, the statement that says he's stronger than one god of destruction, we know is true. I'm saying that this
we
one
know he's
holds more
stronger than
credibility.
two gods of destruction.
He's stronger than two?
Yeah, stronger than Beerus and Belmont.
Let me even argue again. Okay, how do we? Okay, do you think like winning an arm wrestle necessitates that someone is above another?
It doesn't matter. Weiss is
That's
claiming.
what your argument is based upon.
Right? No, Weiss is claiming.
Okay,
That,
and
that,
then
that,
you know, right after that statement, Barry says, "Relax, Weiss. He only won one arm wrestling match."
Yeah, we don't know the context of that match. Weiss making this claim,
Okay,
right?
so
no,
if we
no,
don't
no,
know
no,
the
no, no, no,
context,
no,
then
no,
we
no,
can
no,
never
You know,
actually
Weiss,
infer
what
that
you're
Weiss
trying
is
to argue
above
that
them
Weiss
necessarily.
isn't a valid source for this. You'd have to prove that,
No, I'm
provide
not.
evidence for him not
Wait,
being a
are we
valid
not?
source.
What I'm saying? No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
That's exactly what
Weiss.
you're saying.
No, it's not.
You are.
You
That is.
completely misinterpreted the argument for no reason. What my argument was, right, is that
Because right now, let me elaborate. Right, because we don't know. Like we they could have right had like went full power in that arm wrestle, right, full strength trying to beat each other. But we wouldn't know. So, but Weiss is claiming, oh, that Belmont was stronger, and Weiss is stronger than Beerus and Belmont, and he can also gauge power. Him claiming this is like validated
my bad, bro.
by
My mom
virtue of
called
him
me. Can
being
we start over?
stronger
Let's
and
start over.
like being able to like measure
Start
these
over.
strength levels.
My mom called me. Start over.
Did you not hear a word I just said?
No, my mom called me. Kakarot,
Where
stop changing my name, you dirty faggot. Like, I swear to God. Actually, stop
Where
changing
did
my
you cut
name.
out?
Just because you got fucking bison doesn't mean you have to be salty.
Where did you stop hearing?
I don't know. I was making my argument.
I'll just like repeat it. So like, Weiss is stronger than Beerus and is like able to gauge power, right? But we don't know the context of the arm wrestle. For all we know,
No,
right,
what
they
you're
could
gonna
have been
argue.
going full power, or they could have been holding back. But Weiss, right, claims that Belmont was stronger.
Okay.
Weiss, so all we have as
there's a couple
evidence of the
about
context, all we have as evidence of the context, right, is that Weiss claiming he's stronger.
There's a
So we can
couple
just
things.
infer that they were
Okay,
going
there's a
full
couple
power.
things wrong with
Beerus, right? Beerus
Go
refuses
on.
to admit inferiority to anyone, right? This is like evident when he's like even by fighting Chomper and shit.
Okay, now I'm just gonna like say my argument, right? So there's a couple of things wrong with this. The first thing being that after Weiss says this, then Bears tries to correct him, and then Weiss continues to giggle, right? So there's like two things
Why is
there.
that
Hold on, let
indicative
me
of like
finish.
Weiss
Let me
lying?
finish, you dirty faggot. Shut the fuck up. So one, like the first thing here, right, is that either Weiss is joking or he's just like he's like poking fun at Beerus's insecurity about like him being weaker than someone, right? Or there's another thing, or and like the other thing is that Beerus is like contradicting his statement and then saying the reason or like the foundation of Whis' claim is that he got beat in an arm wrestling match, right? So if that's the foundation of Whis' claim, then that's just an arm wrestling match, right?
We don't know
Then
the
we cannot say.
context of that match, right? can you provide the context
then we
of it?
cannot say
Because for
one
your
is above
argument to
the other.
work, you need to provide like the context of that
If
match.
we don't know the context, then we cannot say one is above the other.
What Weiss is saying here, right?
What Weiss is saying is
Weiss is our
contradicted by
guide to that
Beerus
context, and
and
he's
contradicted by
proclaiming
his
him to
own
be
actions,
stronger.
by his own body language.
You argue that like Beerus tries to contradict him and say, oh, it's only one arm match, and then like Weiss giggles, right? Well, I can just invert that your own argument and say that Weiss is laughing at him because Beerus is being insecure.
I gave you that possibility. I said there's two possible things, but one thing is more possible here.
Why is it more possible?
Because
it's more possible for what I argue, right?
Because one, there's two things. Because one, Beerus is directly Beerus is directly contradicting it, and then two, is that we don't have context for that arm wrestling match.
You didn't listen to what I just said, right?
No,
Beerus
I definitely didn't listen to what you said.
Yeah, and we know like
nigga,
we know Beerus refuses to admit inferiority to anyone.
But what he's saying,
this is like
that Beerus is not saying that okay, I'm not arguing that like Beerus is necessarily saying he's inferior. What I'm arguing is that we can infer that like Belmont isn't actually above Beerus based off Lisa's statement.
We can.
We can't. We can't do it.
Because I literally just said like Beerus never once in the entire run admits to someone being more powerful than him.
Okay. I'm not arguing.
Even when MUI appears, right?
I'm not arguing that he's saying this guy is more powerful or something. I'm not arguing like.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
so when Weiss claims someone to be more powerful than him, it's in character for him to immediately jump at Weiss and try to say that Belmont is not. Why isn't it?
When is it ever in character for him to do that?
Can you provide one example of Beerus ever admitting inferiority to someone?
I don't have to. I don't know. Because reach my phone and fucking backhand. Y'all know why you just said that. I don't have to.
There's literally right. It's in character for him. Even when MUI appears, right? Because even when MUI appears, he's massively stronger than Beerus is. Even then, he refuses to admit. Why is MUI stronger than Beerus? We see Beerus freaking out at the sight of MUI, which is indicative of him being like.
Can you show me?
Yeah, I'll get you the clip of like Beerus.
Because just because he's sweating, right? Or if he's just sweating,
you know the sweating
MUI is really hot. Like, what do you mean by sweating?
Now, even when Jiren appears, right? Like, fucking Beerus doesn't sweat once. Like,
no, he was just
within anime, right? In general, like within anime, sweat is like an indication of
so he
an emotional reaction.
So he physically had sweat on his face. Is that what you're saying?
I'll get you the fucking.
If he has sweat on his face, we know isn't I'm pretty sure the MUI aura is extremely hot, so that could just be a reason.
When has even Krillin and shit aren't sweating?
That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, so why is that
I mean, that just means Krillin
your argument
and whoever
can't be applied.
Just have a.
Oh no, sorry, he's not swaying. He's he's like twitching and shit.
Oh yeah, show me then.
He's we can infer from that he's like. Pain.
No, yeah, make out. He didn't slap me at all. I violated that nigga.
There it is. What's the touchdown? It's 250
because I do
or 255 around there.
All right, make out. This is what I did to Kakarot. I'm Sub-Zero. This is how bad it was, bro. You did not beat me at all. I don't know why niggas keep saying that, bro. I fucking down uppercutted this nigga. Fatality.
Down
entire upper body. Only legs left. He's trash. All right. Wait, where was the timestamp?
It's 250, 255 around there.
Hold on, dude. 250. All right. Chill. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. Let me finish looking at this video.
I'm gonna go to bed after this. I'm tired as fuck, man. Well, I say I'll go to bed. I'll probably be up till like 3 in the morning again.
Wait, actually, bears could just be angry.
Why is he? Why could he be angry? I wonder where he poops since layers of fat. What the fuck? Damn, perfect deafened himself. That's crazy.
Hello? Am I back?
Awesome.
Alright, okay, oh yeah, I said, he could be angry, right?
Yeah, why could he be angry?
Okay, let me just look at this one more time so I can explain it in detail.
Like, I don't disagree that he could be angry, but that isn't a refutation to him, like, being him being shook, I guess you'd call it. Because you can be angry and shook.
Well, okay, what do you mean by shook? Like, because when
Like
you say
shaken,
shook, I
I
think
guess.
surprised. I think, okay, well, there's like a difference between like okay, I would say there's a difference between shaking and then twitching.
Well, it's an indication of it.
Well,
Because
all he's doing here is just twitching
because
like
the
his
scene, right,
forehead.
the scene is like directly focusing on his face, right?
The scene is
So
directly
his like
focusing on his
twitch
face,
is like
okay.
we can like infer
But
like
the thing
nervous
about it
twitches.
is the only
I
thing.
guess
No,
the
the only
most
thing,
likely would actually be like nervous twitches.
because the only thing that like is twitching on his face is his forehead, like around his eyebrows.
Yeah.
Okay, so if that's like the only area where
Why do you think
twitching,
he'd be
and like we
angry?
know
Hang on,
eyebrows,
let me just like ask. Why do you think he'd be angry?
because Goku achieved a level that he didn't, or not a level, a transformation that he didn't or couldn't.
Do you think that transformation would make him stronger than him?
No,
Why not?
because you haven't justified it, obviously.
No, I'm asking you. Why do you think it wouldn't?
Because I just told you.
No, I want you to justify why you think it wouldn't. Why is your
I
information?
just
Why is your
told
scaling right
you.
wholly reliant on what I say? I just want you to
My
justify
entire
why you
premise
think
is
it wouldn't.
based off. My entire premise is based off skepticism. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know.
So my arguments are virtually based off skepticism while refuting like your justifications for things.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, why do you think that Master Ultra Instinct wouldn't be stronger than Beerus?
Why do okay, I think that in this instance, right, because it hasn't been justified to me as to why.
Or do you think the anime didn't justify it to you?
Because I don't see an instance of it ever being justified by the
Hear
anime or
this again,
you.
right? You know Beerus fought Goku, right?
Beerus fought Goku, what, in the manga?
No, in the anime too. He fought him in the anime.
Like, in the movie or after?
He fought him in the series too.
Before the end of the series? Okay, I didn't see it.
And here's Goku saying he's never been hit by such a strong attack before. He's directly comparing a suppressed Jiren, by the way, to like everyone who he's fought before, which would just include Beerus.
Huh? Wait. Okay, that's pretty ambiguous.
Was it
If I
ambiguous?
say never mind. I said strong. Never mind. I thought it says I've never had like an attack like this. Never mind. But either way, that Beerus was like holding back detrimentally, so or significantly.
Can you show how much he was holding back by?
And he was okay. Wait, make out. Do you have like the scan of it being like 1% or something?
Because if you go by the movie or the series, then he's either holding back. He's either 70% power, or like 1% power. Both are like the anime is just retelling the movie with a few added scenes.
What do you need perfect?
You know, like, do you have the scan of it like being stated that he's Beerus is like at 1% in his first battle versus Goku?
No, but like I recall that statement. I could try and find it.
Let me look at the lab real quick. Let's see if they have it.
Like, you could just ask for everyone to vouch, I guess. I don't know. Or I can just go.
Scans.
You know, scans.
I mean, I just argue that a voucher is a valid enough evidence.
No, because a vouch can be wrong.
Okay, if multiple
I could vouch for a serial killer being innocent doesn't mean I'm right.
Okay, there's a difference between fiction, right? If I say okay, let me try to give
It's
something
just an
that's
analogy.
obvious.
You're not supposed to pick at it like.
Well, if you give me an analogy, like you assume that
I mean,
to
you
be an
can pick
obligation,
at
I'm
it,
gonna pick at it.
but like I'm not gonna seriously like defend the analogy because it's just supposed to be an example.
Oh damn, the lab does not have that. Hold on, let me go to these other scan servers. What the fuck are they? Whatever, let me just look it up.
Goku gets much stronger after he fights Beerus too. He even unlocks a whole new form.
Why can't I exit out of this? Oh, never mind. Goku getting stronger doesn't really matter.
Why doesn't it?
What is the relevance of it?
Because it means
Like,
he
if I
can
get stronger
close
after
the
fighting
gap
someone, what does
between
it
him
matter?
and Beerus.
You're
Like
saying he got that much stronger? Wait, why did he get that
he
much
could
stronger?
have. It's possible.
He could have. Do you? Wait, why is that even
I
possible?
can look for the scans of like even in the Universe 6 arc where like Beerus is kind of like
And I don't know why
swaying.
you just tried to argue like a possibility to like justify your position. It's very strange.
Oh no, it wasn't a justification. It was just an added bit of
So stop saying shit. Like,
supporting evidence.
I'm gonna claim it's analogous, but I'm not going with him.
Because like for that argument to work of like Beerus is super suppressed, you'd have to like show that Goku didn't get stronger at all.
No, you wouldn't.
Why wouldn't you? Yeah, you would, because if
do you understand what attacks Goku took?
He took punches and hits.
He took these hits from this suppressed Beerus. If he takes these hits from this only suppressed Beerus, right? Then that means he only
and
knows
Goku
how
gets
strong
massively
those suppressed
stronger
Beerus
after
are.
that.
Oh my god. Okay, right? So he's saying
He
that
even
doesn't
unlocks a
matter.
whole new form, which is like times
That doesn't
50,
matter, Valor.
and then he's got like another.
The shit you use on
Him
actual
getting
argument,
stronger
bro.
validates like a lot of stuff.
No, it doesn't. No,
Why
okay,
doesn't it?
Valor, let me
You'd have to
explain
prove
to
that
you.
it
Let me
doesn't.
run it down the line.
Or like,
Let me explain to you, right? Like just sit there, right? Okay. So if Goku only takes his attacks from this one Beerus, from this very suppressed Beerus, regardless of whether he got stronger or not, those are the only attacks that he's felt. Those are the only attacks that he knows the strength of, right? So if he says, well, if he says even if he's like significantly stronger, well, this is the strongest attack I've ever felt. That only refers to that Beerus that he fought the first time. So him getting stronger does
Goku
not mean
getting
anything.
massively stronger, right?
What about it?
Like I understand like what you're trying to argue, but I don't think like it works.
Why?
Hang on, I'm just looking at this game. While I look for this, I'm gonna post this scan as well that puts Beerus equal to Champa.
What's up, Jade?
Right now.
I'm gonna give you. You're gonna give me advice, cool. Because you could have done better. Humiliate this nigga. I mean, perhaps.
I just disconnected.
Bruh, make out, bro. Look what I said in general. This nigga really trying to use those echo mind hacks he used and think they're gonna work on you. It's very strange. Where's my... What it?
Fucking semantics, man. What an ass debate.
What's semantics? I don't recall arguing the definition of a word, though. I.e. the words and meaning.
No, I don't have it. That sucks major donkey dick. I mean, I guess I have this.
Wait, let me, what would be your argument, even if I were to grant you that, like, he's at 70%? Like, it still won't go to a full power regardless, so.
Would be that a massively weaker Goku? 70%
I
to
already
like,
explained to you why the strength of Goku doesn't matter.
Well, no, that was a completely invalid fucking...
No, it was not. It was not invalid.
It really was. Yeah, here's,
No, it wasn't. What?
We can just move to conclusions after this, because, like...
After what exactly?
After I fucking just show that, like, Beerus is sweating at, like, a massively weaker Goku.
Sweating at a massively weaker Goku?
Like, when, you know when, like, in the Universe 6 tournament, Goku goes Kaioken times 20?
In the what?
And in the Universe 6 tournament, Goku goes Kaioken times 20, right? And Beerus is, like, sweating at him.
Wait, can you show me, wait, where did you get this from? Like, I'm trying to look at that video.
It's from the anime.
No, I meant, like, let me look at the video, because I'm pretty sure there's, like, other context behind it. And I think you're just being a rat. I don't know.
Why would I be a rat? I have nothing to rat about.
Ooh, Chastity went times 10. That doesn't really matter. Okay. What was it? What was it in his fight versus Hit or something?
I believe so.
Goku.
I just remember it in the Universe 6 tournament.
Let me turn this shit down. Bro, the fuck is he sweating, bro? God. Cause I think he might have been sweating after he got knocked out. Either way, sweating isn't really indicative of who's stronger than one another. So it doesn't really matter.
No, it means, like, it's showing that, like, he's at least phased by his power. Like, I don't know really how to word it, I guess.
What do you mean by phased?
It's a good question, because I don't really know how to word myself here.
Like, do you mean...
yeah,
I don't know what you mean by phased,
like,
bro.
Like, I want to say shook again, but, like, I forgot what we talked about for that. Oh God, how do I
When you say
fucking word
shook, I
this?
think of surprised. You know.
Like shaken. Yeah, that's what I said. My
Emotionally.
definition of shook.
Okay, shook is
Like shaken.
Oh, shaking.
No, not shaking, like shaken, like you know, like
Shaken?
like you're like
Tremble or vibrate?
no, like not the action of shaking or like shaken, like mentally shaken, I guess.
Okay, what it sounds like
Because
is you're
because
explaining
within like anime
what
as a
surprises
medium,
you.
right? Generally, I'm making a generalization here. Like generally, like sweat indicates like that a character is like you know, like yeah, surprised or like mentally shaken by another character or like occurrence.
I don't think being surprised means that that person is like anywhere near you in strength.
Beerus being surprised by Goku's power, means he wasn't
Like I said, he
expecting
was
that power, right?
generalizing.
Or
Wait,
like, and he's like
what did
meant.
he say he was generalizing, Jade? I wasn't paying attention. Valor, what did you say
Oh
he was
shit, Slate's
generalizing?
fucked. Do you want to move to conclusions? 'Cause, like, I want to go to
Well,
bed now.
yeah, whatever. I don't care.
Oh shit, I just low key like fucking.
Yeah, bro, I'm being the softest. What do you mean?
It's really late, guys. I need to go to bed. All right, let's just fucking move to conclusions.
You can go first.
You don't
since
need
since
conclusions unless there's a judge.
Ah, all right. I guess
I
we'll
mean,
just
I'm
end
fine
it
with the
there.
VC judging. I don't really care who judges.
I'm neither. I just want to go to bed.
Go to
So
bed,
do you
nigga.
still
Yeah,
want
I'm
to do a
gonna, nigga.
conclusion? All right, bye, Valor.
All right, I'll see you all later, man.
So I want to stop the recording.
I do need to learn how to fucking like